In this video, I'm going to teach you how to prophesy with your spiritual ears and develop spiritual knowing. Now, this is my wristwatch, okay? It's Frank Muller. It's a Frank Muller wristwatch, you see? And this is my Rolex, Rolex wristwatch, Rolex. So I have other ones, but you see, I'm able to get this because they are really expensive, but I'm able to get them because I can really prophesy well. I can prophesy very accurately. Now, I did not have the intention to become rich from prophesying, okay? I just wanted to develop myself and help people. But one thing that happens when you can prophesy very accurately is that you actually become rich. And one of the techniques that I can use that was able to make me all this money is I was able to develop my spiritual hearing and spiritual knowing. So I was really able to prophesy fast. So a lot of very rich people will just come to me, and if I'm not really good, they will not come to me. Now look at this, look at it. When I wear it, does it not look good? Look at it. It looks really amazing. But you cannot achieve this if you don't know how to prophesy accurately. You cannot achieve it if you don't know how to activate your spiritual ears and your spiritual knowing. Now, learning how to prophesy is not just about money, that you want to be rich or something. Because even though I have so much money, but I still live normal lifestyle because I'm not doing this for money. Money is just one of the side effects, what happens, and you can prophesy really well. But if you want to develop your spiritual knowing, you have to focus on your belly chakra, your throat chakra, and your heart chakra. 3 chakras at the same time. You have to focus on it. So once you focus on it, at the same time, 1, 2, 3. At the same time, you just know what is going to happen. So you want to know what is happening in the person's life. Belly chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra. So if someone asks you a question, immediately you will know it. You know the answer. Those 3 chakras at the same time. Now, if I don't say it in this video, there's nobody that's going to tell you. They will be like, go and fast and pray. Whereas if you do this thing in 5 minutes, I'm telling you, right now in the whole world, I'm still the one that can teach the most techniques, the best techniques on how to prophesy accurately. And that's because I can actually do it. Someone that cannot do it cannot teach. You've never had these things before. These things I'm saying, check my YouTube channel. You've never had it before. Nobody else. Those prophets cannot really teach people how to prophesy because maybe they don't even know how to prophesy. Because why is it just their family members that can prophesy? Why? Nobody learns anything but me. All my students can prophesy. Or if they can't see visions, I'll teach them Christian astrology, Christian numerology, prophetic interpretation. They will be able to use their spiritual hearing or spiritual knowing. Because I know all the techniques, the different ways of prophesying, and I'll teach them. They must be able to do 1 or 2. And they become really good with these techniques. Back to the Rolex. Rolex is one of the best watches in the world. Really, really expensive. When you wear a Rolex watch, people really know that, okay, cool. This guy makes some good money. Though some people think I make my money from teaching people how to prophesy. No. Because for example, someone comes to me and pay me $15,000. I don't have a prophetic course for $15,000. But I have a prophetic course for $1,000, $3,000. I have different levels, $50, $150. So all the money you join all together cannot be up to $15,000 that one person will pay me. So I actually made my money from developing my gifts and working with the highest level people, like super rich people. So people usually ask me, why don't you have a church? Because I never had interest in taking money. So why do I want to have a church? It was when people started begging me. People begged me first that, they will give me money. They offered to give me money. I don't really have interest in talking to that much people. So the next level is developing your spiritual hearing. Okay, you can develop your spiritual hearing in one day. It took me just one day. That's all. How do you do it? You are going to focus on the sound of water. Go to a tap on it. Hear the sound dripping. Or you can use a wall clock. That sound of the wall clock. Listen to it. Once you're on the tap, let it pour. Remember the sound and off it back. And try to remember the sound. Try to imagine that the water is still pouring. Try to hear that same sound. If you can do that, you've activated your spiritual hearing. Okay. If you can't activate your spiritual hearing using that technique, use the wall clock. Enter into your room. Try to hear the same sound that is happening. Now, some people say this is Illuminati sign. Oh, this guy is doing Illuminati. Whereas Oyedepo does it. All the prophets do it. All the great men of God do it. It's just a normal sign. But why people do that? For example, the difference between me and these other people is that I know why people do this sign. They don't know why they do it, because once you enter into a state of mind, you do the sign naturally. A heightened state of consciousness, you do the sign. So they just do it unconscious. That's why I can really teach people, because I know the science behind it. So I'll just reverse engineer it, and I'll make even a fool can come to me and learn how to prophesy, because I just know all the techniques. Right now in the whole world, I'm the best at these techniques. For real. I know all the techniques without fasting and prayer, and it works. I know why these things work. So I think that's why I have many money. People usually give me money. Once you just get really exceptional, money just comes. Now, I'm not saying you should learn how to prophesy so that you have money or be rich, but it just comes naturally. That's just the fact. So if you use the wall clock, enter into your room, try to remember the sound. If you can do this, you'll be able to prophesy accurately. You'll be able to activate your spiritual hearing and spiritual knowing. So what's just left is, what is the angel saying? And you listen. You switch to the same way you're hearing the tap pouring, or the wall clock. You switch to that same feeling, that mode. Or you want to know something, what's the name of this person, what do they do? You switch to the belly chakra, heart chakra, and the throat chakra at the same time. In that state, you put your information. If it's 3 seconds, you can hold it for that. 3 seconds is enough to get the information, because you can't stay in that state forever. A newbie can only stay in the state for 1 second. I used to stay in the state for 1 second, and I could prophesy well just by 1 second, because I was fast. But now I can stay in that state for as long as I want, 1 minute, 2 minutes. So that's it. If you want to get my books on how to summon angel, perform miracles, prophesy accurately, click the link below. But if you want to join my prophetic school so that you can learn properly, click the link below and join the prophetic school. There are different levels depending on how much money you can afford. There are faster techniques, there are slow techniques, there are medium techniques. So you choose the one based on how much you can afford, and I will teach you. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.